Lovely viewers, gather around. The question is always the same. Why do their visuals create an unstoppable, unbreakable, uncontrollable ship? Lovely viewers, let's talk about it, because the answer is deeper than just looks. It's chemistry, aura, balance, and storytelling that writes itself the moment these two breathe in the same space. First, let's be honest. Visually, Minho and Hye Kyo are not just attractive. They are cinematic. They are the kind of beautiful that feels unreal, like they stepped out of a painting or a fairy tale. When you look at Minho, you see height, sharp jawline, soft eyes that still somehow pierce through your soul, and an aura that screams, leading man. When you look at Hye Kyo, you see elegance, timeless beauty, and grace so natural that even doing nothing makes her look like the main character of the universe. Now put them side by side. Lovely viewers, electricity. Pure electricity. The balance in their visuals creates what fans call perfect symmetry. Minho's strong masculine energy mixes effortlessly with Hye Kyo's feminine glow. His broad shoulders next to her petite but confident frame. Visual harmony. His tall silhouette next to her soft profile. Aesthetic perfection. Together they create that rare, almost magical dynamic where your eyes can't decide who to focus on. So you end up staring at both of them like you're watching your favorite drama unfold live. And speaking of dramas, lovely viewers, Minho and Hye Kyo are surrounded by storytelling energy every time they're seen in the same setting. Minho looks like the protective, romantic hero. Hye Kyo looks like the strong yet gentle heroine. You don't even need dialogue for your mind to start writing a whole script. A single photo of them in the same area and fans are already imagining a slow burn romance, a forbidden love, a reunion after heartbreak, a destiny that keeps pulling them back together. It's not just their faces, it's their aura, that invisible force that makes people whisper. They match. When Minho walks, he has that confident stride. When Hye Kyo walks, she glides like time slows down around her. Together, they move like two energies meant to intertwine. Lovely viewers, this unstoppable ship grows stronger because these two hold the same kind of star power. Not just actors, icons, legends, people who defined eras. Minho brought that modern K-drama prince charm nobody can forget, while Hye Kyo brought that queen-like grace that shaped the entire romance genre. So when two legendary visuals with careers so respected appear together, fans don't just ship, they dream. They manifest. They write fanfics in their heads. They imagine red carpets, vacations, holding hands, babies, matching rings, anniversaries. Everything. And the funniest part, they don't even need to try. They don't force chemistry. They don't pose like a couple. They just exist, and fans naturally feel something between them. That's how powerful their visuals are. But here's the part that truly makes them an unstoppable ship. They age like fine wine, and they age in sync. Lovely viewers, not everyone grows more beautiful as the years pass. But these two, my goodness, Minho is getting more sculpted, more mature, more charismatic. Hye Kyo is becoming softer, more elegant, more radiant. As time passes, their visuals align even more perfectly. Like they're moving through the same timeline, evolving together even though they're living separate lives. And every time they stand near each other, at events, award shows, airports, behind-the-scenes moments, you can feel this unspoken connection in the air. They don't even need to touch. One glance, one smile, one exchange of energy is enough to send shippers into a spiral. Lovely viewers, their chemistry is visual, emotional, and instinctive. It's the kind of chemistry you can't manufacture, no matter how hard agencies try. And the fans, they see it, they feel it, they respond to it because their pairing feels like destiny, like a story already written in the stars. And here's what makes the ship unstoppable. They look real together, natural, balanced, beautiful in a way that makes people say, "This just makes sense." Their visuals don't clash. They enhance each other. They don't overshadow, they complement. When Minho smiles next to Hye Kyo, his smile looks softer. When Hye Kyo stands near Minho, her glow brightens. When they make eye contact, lovely viewers, even the ground trembles a little. That's why the ship refuses to sink. That's why every picture, every rumor, every moment reignites the fire. Their visuals alone write romance. Their presence together creates magic. And whether they're friends, co-stars, travel partners, or something more, fans can't help but ship them because the pairing feels so visually and emotionally right. First, let's talk about expressions and micro-moments. Lovely viewers, anyone who's watched their interviews, behind-the-scenes footage, or casual appearances knows that Minho's expressions are intensely readable. A small tilt of his head, a softening of his eyes, or a brief smile can convey warmth, care, and vulnerability all at once. Hye Kyo mirrors this in a way that's almost instinctive. Her glances carry curiosity, affection, and a gentle intelligence that draws people in. When these two share the same space, their micro-expressions complement each other, creating moments that feel like private dialogues happening right in front of everyone. Fans notice these details, magnify them, and naturally begin to imagine the storylines between them. Every shared look or synchronized gesture becomes proof, in the eyes of the fans, that this pairing is far more than coincidental. Now let's layer in body language. This is where the visuals transcend mere beauty. Minho carries himself with quiet strength, often slightly protective without being overbearing. Hye Kyo's posture, meanwhile, exudes calm confidence and openness. Together, they create a natural visual flow that's both aesthetically pleasing and emotionally resonant. When Minho subtly adjusts his sleeve or leans slightly toward her, Hye Kyo responds, sometimes without moving at all, simply by acknowledging him with her eyes or a soft nod. Lovely viewers, this kind of interplay signals a deep, unspoken understanding, a comfort that shippers interpret as real connection. But it's not just about what they show, it's about the energy they radiate together. Minho and Hye Kyo both exude star power individually. Yes, but together, that energy becomes amplifying. It's like mixing two forces that perfectly balance each other. His grounded charisma meets her effortless elegance, her radiant charm meets his protective warmth. Fans are instinctively drawn to this equilibrium because it feels harmonious, satisfying, and complete. You don't need words to sense the pull between them. The energy alone tells a story, and in that story, everyone wants them to end up together. Lovely viewers, another factor making this ship unstoppable is the shared history in the entertainment world. Both have worked on iconic projects that have shaped generations of fans. Minho has been the quintessential romantic lead for years, while Hye Kyo has captivated audiences with performances that blend emotional depth and charm. Fans who have followed their careers long enough subconsciously want to see two legends unite. Their visuals are just a confirmation of a dream people have been quietly nurturing in their hearts. And it doesn't stop there. Fashion and style synergy plays a surprisingly powerful role. Whether they're attending events, casually spotted at airports, or appearing in magazines, their individual fashion choices almost instinctively complement each other. Minho's clean, masculine lines paired with Hye Kyo's soft, flowing elegance create visual narratives that feel like intentional storytelling. Even when they aren't coordinating outfits, the way they appear in the same frame seems naturally balanced. One enhances the other, creating a visual harmony that amplifies the shipping phenomenon. Lovely viewers, one of the most fascinating aspects is how they age in parallel. Both Minho and Hye Kyo have matured with grace. Minho's looks have evolved into a more refined, charismatic appeal, while Hye Kyo's elegance and poise have deepened over time. This synchronized evolution strengthens the ship because visually, they appear like counterparts in perfect timing. Their chemistry doesn't diminish with age. It becomes richer, layered, and more compelling. Finally, what makes this ship truly unstoppable is the emotional resonance fans feel when they imagine them together. It's more than visuals or chemistry. It's a story projected onto reality. Fans don't just see a handsome man and a beautiful woman. They see a narrative unfolding. They imagine dinners, walks on quiet streets, shared laughter, subtle touches, vacations, and quiet evenings. Moments that feel real even if they haven't happened publicly. Their visuals, aura, micro-expressions, body language, energy, and history all converge to create an emotional template that fans can't resist shipping. Lovely viewers, that's why Minho and Hye Kyo aren't just a pairing, they're an unstoppable ship. Their visuals are magnetic, yes, but it's the totality of their presence, energy, and unspoken connection that fuels the imagination of fans worldwide. Every glance, every gesture, every public appearance reinforces the narrative fans have dreamed of for years. Let's talk about timing and synchronicity. Lovely viewers, the way their careers and lives have unfolded adds a layer of inevitability to this ship. Both are icons of their generation. Minho became the face of romance dramas with a charisma that sets hearts aflame, while Hye Kyo has been the epitome of elegance, talent, and charm for decades. Fans who have followed their journeys feel a sense of poetic timing when these two are seen together. It's almost as if the universe aligned their paths. Careers matured, skills refined, personalities evolved, all perfectly in sync, so when they meet, their energies don't clash, they resonate. Next, there's emotional resonance. It's easy to see them as just visually stunning individuals, but the reason fans feel compelled to ship them goes far beyond looks. Both Minho and Hye Kyo have a way of expressing vulnerability in public appearances, interviews, and even subtle media glimpses. Minho's eyes can convey a quiet depth, a reflective intensity, while Hye Kyo's expressions radiate warmth, softness, and emotional intelligence. When the two are in the same frame, these qualities merge. Fans instinctively feel that their emotional wavelengths match. It's not just romantic, it's deeply human, a sense that these two could understand each other's experiences without words. That's powerful, and that's addictive for anyone who loves storytelling, real or imagined. Lovely viewers, another reason this ship is unstoppable is the chemistry of contrasts. Minho exudes strength, confidence, and a commanding presence. Hye Kyo exudes softness, elegance, and approachability. Individually, these qualities are mesmerizing, but together they complement perfectly. This yin-yang balance is something fans can feel at a glance. It's soothing, exciting, and visually satisfying all at once. When he slightly leans in or she tilts her head in response, the subtle energy exchange creates a visual rhythm that's impossible to ignore. This contrast, combined with their mutual aura, creates what psychologists might call interpersonal magnetism, an energy that draws attention and admiration effortlessly. Then there's the storytelling potential. Lovely viewers, the mind is a powerful thing. Fans naturally project stories onto this pairing. Every public appearance, airport sighting, magazine shoot, or casual interaction becomes a narrative canvas. When they share a glance, a smile, or even a brief moment of mutual acknowledgement, fans imagine entire story arcs. Secret relationships, long-distance longing, tender reunions, private vacations, quiet mornings over coffee, or evening walks on a beach. Their visuals and energy provide the perfect foundation for these imagined narratives. And the more they appear together, the richer these stories become, creating an endless cycle of speculation, imagination, and excitement that makes the ship self-sustaining. Another factor is consistency over time. Lovely viewers, a lot of celebrity ships fade because the individuals involved either lack chemistry or their appearances are sporadic. But Minho and Hye Kyo have consistently exuded a visual and emotional synergy in every interaction, no matter how brief. Whether it's a publicized airport moment, a shared interview snippet, or a casual magazine spread, the energy is there. Calm, natural, magnetic. Fans notice this consistency, and it reinforces the belief that there's something genuine at the core, something that goes beyond coincidence or PR strategy. Lovely viewers, let's also discuss body language mastery. Their interactions are subtle but highly expressive. Even minor gestures, like Minho adjusting Hye Kyo's jacket, offering his hand, or walking closely beside her, signal protection, care, and attention without being overbearing. Hye Kyo responds with equally subtle signals. A slight nod, a gentle glance, or a soft smile. This dance of mutual understanding creates a visible emotional loop that fans can perceive even in fleeting moments. Every small interaction is magnified through the lens of their legendary visuals, making the connection appear not only plausible but inevitable. And of course, public perception and media amplification play a huge role. Lovely viewers, the media knows that showing Minho and Hye Kyo together sparks excitement, conversation, and virality. Every article, every headline, every social media post amplifies the effect of their visuals and chemistry. Fans worldwide dissect every frame, screenshot, and movement, turning even a brief moment into hours of discussion. This amplification doesn't just sustain the ship, it strengthens it, creating a feedback loop where visuals, perception, and narrative merge to make the pairing irresistible. One of the most fascinating aspects, lovely viewers, is the timelessness of their appeal. While many celebrity pairings are tied to a specific era or trend, Minho and Hye Kyo possess a timeless quality. Minho's chiseled features, tall frame, and expressive eyes carry a classic romantic hero energy, while Hye Kyo's elegant poise and luminous aura transcend contemporary trends. Their combined visuals feel eternal, like a love story that could exist in any decade. Fans are drawn to this timelessness because it evokes the fantasy of a love that isn't constrained by time or circumstance. And let's not forget the emotional projection factor. Fans have invested years following both of their careers. When Minho and Hye Kyo appear together, people project hope, longing, and idealized romance onto them. Every glance and gesture becomes a symbol. This projection is powerful. Humans are wired to respond to narratives, to recognize potential emotional connections, and to invest in stories that resonate with their desires. Minho and Hye Kyo provide the perfect canvas for this phenomenon. Lovely viewers, the final piece that makes this ship unstoppable is the interaction of fan imagination with reality. Even small public moments, like a shared smile, coordinated outfits, or traveling together, are enough to ignite a fire of speculation and affection. Their visuals give fans a foundation, their chemistry gives fans a spark, and their subtle gestures provide fuel for a narrative that feels alive. The ship persists because fans don't just passively observe. They actively participate, imagine, and engage, creating a shared energy that no outside force can easily disrupt. So, lovely viewers, when you combine the perfect blend of visuals, aura, chemistry, consistency, narrative potential, subtle body language, media amplification, timeless appeal, and fan projection, you get something extraordinary. You get a ship that refuses to sink. You get a pairing that feels fated, magnetic, and unstoppable. Lee Minho and Song Hye Kyo are not just two stunning individuals. They are a phenomenon. Every appearance, every glance, every shared moment continues to cement the belief that this ship isn't just desired, it's inevitable. Tell me, lovely viewers, when you see them together, do you feel that energy? Do you see the synergy, the rhythm, the balance that makes your heart scream? They belong together? Because honestly, the more moments we witness, the harder it becomes to deny. This ship is unstoppable, and it's only growing stronger with every passing day.